Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of MC Eternal. How are you guys doing today? How's life? You might be wondering, what the hell is going on behind me? Well, that is our Botania area. I drained the lake because I want to make an arena here. It could take some time. My idea was to shape the arena in the form of my favorite ruin from Botania and use living rock and garnets. Unfortunately, if you use a lot of garnets, they don't look nice together. And living rock up close looks really bad. It gives you epilepsy. So this is the substitute. It's not that bad. On the journey map, it looks fine. I still have to add a lot of details to it, but for now, it will do. Is that enough mana to make one Terra Steel? I think it should be, because you need like half a mana pool, and that's slightly more than half. Please be enough. Please. I think it's enough. Yes! We have it. We don't have that much mana, so let's not waste it. Yeah, it's fine. So obviously the first thing that we're going to trade is our Lexica Botania. Also, I don't know if this was a joke or not, but someone told me in Project Ozone that give them some bread. That was cool. I love that. So is it with every food? No, just bread. I know that you guys have seen this fight millions of times, so I'm not going to bore you to death. I'll do the fights and I'll show you the results. I just went to the Betweenlands in order to get some stone, and apparently raiders have been killed. How? It was not her, because she's sleeping. That's the thing about raids. Sometimes they spawn in lava, sometimes they spawn in oil, sometimes maybe they spawn in the vampire forest and vampires eat them or something. Okay, we're safe anyways. You're mine. Why are you here? There has been a death in the colony. The colony will mourn for... What? A barbarian? When? Oh, there was one raider. Ah, so there was one raider and he made it out alive. Oh, it's him. Come. Don't touch my villagers. There's another one here. Sure, you'll be back. Okay, the tooltips are wrong and Natalie is always in trouble. My goodness, what the hell? Yes, we lost one. Now there's a new child. Over there. And he's walking with his dad. Look. Rest in peace, Austin. You shall be missed. And in case you're wondering, Austin was our fisherman. The oldest guy in town. And these guys are sad. They're having a funeral. Anyhow, I did have a few Guardian of Gaia fights tier 2, and we have all the rings, including the Fruit of Garcia. And we also got the Ring of Odin. That was the first one I got. Very confusing. Anyhow, today we were supposed to work on methods of transportation between our base and the village, and probably also over there, which we are going to have our bewitchment area. Anyway, I was thinking of using viaducts underground and making a tunnel and decorating it and making it look nice, but for that we are going to need a blitz. I can make iotium dust, but it's easier if we find one. Also, I'm looking for a rabbit, because we want to make hearts from cyclic. These ones, because they need a rabbit stew, and I don't have rabbits. Also, it is not a bad idea to eat everything that we can find on the way, because we will get more hearts. Yes, there is a rabbit over there. Come here. Come. We have him. This biome that you see over here is called the steppes. It is my favorite biome, which looks weird for some reason. Anyway, I think we should find blitzes here. These things are weird, and I don't know what they drop. Okay, just rotten flesh. There are so many stupid mobs in one mod pack that you cannot find the mob that you want. Okay, instead we have found a dragon. Did you die? The thing is, I prefer to have blood, but I forgot to bring any bottles. I see these random structures everywhere and I have no idea what they do. Treasure 2. I think it's from the same mod which adds the graves. So do you do something? Are you poisonous cloud? Yes. I'm guessing this is wither cloud, because it's black. Yeah. And this is called creepy. We're going to take an owl, because they look cool. Yesterday I saw in the quest book that we have to kill 100 dragons. That's a lot. So far we've killed like 15. Where are you? Did the dragon go inside this cave and get stuck? I'm extremely confused. There is a dragon lair up here, and there seems to be another one underground. I can feel the lag. He's breaking blocks. Okay, he was breaking blocks under my legs. There he is. We need blood, so let's try to make some bottles. He was breaking out. How dare you? At this point in time, I'm not very interested in having eggs. I just want the blood in order to make dragon steel. Unfortunately, we do have a quest to slay one of their queens. So I'm going to mark this area so that we can return later on. So Lash, how was the journey? Did you find everything that you wanted? Yeah, sure. We found the blitz, and this is why I'm trying to craft it instead of farming it. I also realized that we are going to need a lot of niter. There is a mystical agriculture seed, but there should be another way. Gunpowder in a crusher. Oh, it's mechanism, so it should be relatively easy, because I think if we put flint in a crusher, we will get gunpowder. Exactly. And I do have a crusher, right? Yep, perfect. So you two go in there, and now we need to craft flint. So there are a bajillion ways of trying to get flint, but I think the easiest one is to just craft it with 3 gravel. So can you make me like 300 niter? So actually, in order to make viaducts, we are going to need an extra set of magma crucible and fluid transposer. This guy will smelt the aerotium dust to aerotium fluid, and then it will put it inside the fluid transposer so that we can make the viaduct. So they have power, we upgrade them and put the augments. And I already set the pattern. So can you make me 10 viaducts for demonstration purposes? That was fast. So for those of you who don't know, a viaduct is a method of transportation over long distances from thermal expansion. It's really cool. You just have to open both sides and then do this. It's really cool. Can I do it in F5? Yeah. After digging in the wrong direction for 300 blocks, I finally managed to find my own base. And this is the tunnel, and we just have to use a little bit of TNT to make it wider. Yes, this leads to the village, and this is the coolest part. We run. Only one? Why don't they ignite? Aha. So there is something wrong with TNT. Is it because of my charm? TNT doesn't work. For testing purposes, we put a TNT here, and we ender pearl. Did anything happen? Or maybe you don't work near the village. Ah. As a person who's not a fan of digging, I was hoping EFLNs might work. They don't. A fair warning to you guys, it's not going to be a fancy tunnel because I can't make it that big. This is incredibly fun. Look. And we're in the village. And yes, I do understand that this is a very creepy place to exit and enter the village, but I like it. Oh, and by the way, there is something called a long-range viaduct, which is extremely faster if you want to travel more than 120 blocks. But it cannot go vertically, and it keeps you inside for like 6 seconds in order to pressurize. I was not expecting this to be 250 blocks, otherwise I might have used that. But this is also okay. The issue of the viaduct has been bugging me for a while, and I spent the last half an hour trying to understand what is the difference between long-range viaducts and normal viaducts, which we just used over there in our tunnel. And let me try to explain it to you. So, we're going to go with the normal viaduct first. You make your pipe as long as you want, and you try not to miss a block. You right-click with your wrench to open it on both sides, and you can travel. And obviously you can also go vertically. You can also make different branches, and if you open also this one, you can select your destination. You can also go to configs and name your destination. So we're going to call this one blah. So here I can choose blah. Right? Easy peasy. The long range viaduct is slightly different. You cannot go vertically and you cannot open it with a wrench. So you just have to go horizontally, but it's super fast. I just tried it and it was awesome. And the way it works is that you will make your pipe like normal, and then you're going to need a long-range linking viaduct, which will connect to this guy, and you need it on both sides. Then you take your normal viaduct and right-click on the linking viaduct, and then connect it. And then you can open it. And you should also do the same on the other side. So now if I choose my destination, I will go to the linking viaduct, wait a little bit, and then go at supersonic speeds. The thing is, the main transport tunnel is horizontal anyway. So for our hub, we're going to use normal viaducts, but for the long-range transports, we're going to use these. And then we can also travel vertically, because we're going to use normal viaducts anyway. So it will be something like this. So also it's going to be relatively easy in order to make a transport hub, because we can use normal viaducts here in order to travel vertically. Then for each branch we're going to use a linking viaduct, which is linked to a long range viaduct. Let us try this one. Yeah, this one should go up. It works. And just to let you know, the problem that we are trying to solve is that this is my base, this is the entrance to the viaduct, and the village is right over there. It's not a huge distance if you look at it like this, but if you have to make this trip like 10 times per day, it's actually a lot. So what I'm going to do is to remove all the viaducts which I just installed and then replace them with high-speed viaducts. Alright guys, it's the next day and I probably spent too much time on preparing the tunnel for the viaduct. But I think it was worth it because I enjoyed every single bit. We're going to go to the village. It's nice. And it's pretty fast. And I actually decorated the entire tunnel. Look. And we are moving at 20 meters per second. And we are at the village. I made the walls out of nether steel from bewitchment, and I also made a factory block frame, and it's every 10 blocks. So it's like, I don't know, 200 something blocks. But generally, I liked it. It needs more details, but we can work on that later on. I also tried working a little bit on our elevator, and I need to work on the aesthetics, but it does function. We stand here, we go up, and that is liquid starlight for light, because otherwise it was too dark. Here we can have a small storage for astral sorcery, and all altar is probably gonna go here. Then we make a bridge. We'll see how it goes. The idea of the viaduct is not just going to be for going to our village and coming back, it's actually going to be our main method of transportation, and we are under attack. I think our guard is not functioning because she's going to need a guard tower, but I haven't made that yet, so that has to wait. Where are the raiders? Everyone goes to sleep, so we can just put a turret over here, but I actually want the guards to work. Also, I would like to mention that you cannot make a trench around your city or wall it up, because those guys are creative. They use ladders. Hello. The only problem is, it's incredibly difficult to find these guys. And the last one. He dropped a book. Ancient Tome. I have no idea what it does. And you have a problem. Dark oak fence. Ooh. Yes, viaducts. They are going to be our main method of transportation between different locations at our base in long distances. We can use travel anchors, we can use teleportation from astral sorcery, or we can use waystones, but I think that is fun. But right now I want to work something which is related to this mod pack. In this mod pack we have something called a shop, which I did notice that it's there. Unfortunately, everything is super expensive. But there are also really cool stuff that you can buy, which are more super expensive. And I was thinking of a way of getting coins. A lot of them. So in this mod pack there is something called a shop, and it sells you missiles. Nice. Anyway, you have to pay a lot of money in order to buy them. You get money by completing quests. But there is also another way, and that is to try and sell resources. So basically, if you want to do this manually, you just say submit 16 iron ingots and claim 70 coins. But there is one way of automating this using a task screen. So what do you do with the screen? You right click on it, you go to tasks, and then we want to submit 16 iron ingots, correct? So we just select it and close. And since I have already done this, I have to claim this one first. So if you export items to this guy, it will complete the task automatically for you. You can see it here, 75%, 90%, and we can claim it. But with ingots and certain amount of coins, this is manual work. You have to do it one by one. But if you do that with blocks of iron, which gives you 1000 gold, and change the task, this should be automatic. And we should get a coin in our inventory. Yeah, we just got one. I already had the other one. And we should get the third one any second. Yes, so there is something really great about this thing, and there is something incredibly horrible. It gives you the coins in your inventory, and over time, if you want to do this really fast, it's going to spam our inventory with coins. So I have a solution. There is a player chest from Extra Utilities 2 which can access your inventory. Here you can see your inventory, and you can specify that the chest would input items in your inventory or extract them, but you should give him access. This is full access, extract, insert, and etc. So if you hook it up to an item filter and an item conduit and give him access to here, he should be able to extract. Yeah, he just did. Those go here. So in this way, we don't have to be worried about our inventory, that where the coins are going to go, because they will just go inside the chest and we can just claim them later on. And we are actually going to try and claim our first container, which is extremely expensive, but we have money, so we're fine. What do you give me? Portal gun. Haha. And I would like to mention that I stole this idea from our friend, our buddy, our pal, D-Day, my favorite talking encyclopedia of modded Minecraft, because I had no idea that there is something called a task manager. And of course I'm going to include a link of his video in the description, because he explained this 100 times better than me. But now that we know how to make money, what are we going to sell? I was thinking of diamond blocks, because they will give you 5,000 currency, and it's slightly more complicated than making gold, lapis or redstone. So we want to get that. And since diamond seeds from mystical agriculture are disabled, we're going to go with diamond seeds from AgriCraft. Also, it is an incredibly painful process, but we just did this in Project Ozone, so I'm going to try and cut most of it. And will you please not make noises? Getting the diamond seeds from AgriCraft is not the easiest thing to do, because first off, you're going to need a bajillion different seeds, which you need to mutate, and also you're going to need diamond ore underneath the soil so that it can mutate. I have my digital miner here, and it's trying to mine some of the ores that we're going to need, but the first ore that we need is iron. So we put the iron down there, we add dirt, we tilt it, and we also need to crossbreed. Iron seed is a mutation of pumpkins and melons, so we need to analyze them first, so that they will be converted into AgriCraft seeds. 1 crop stick, 1 crop stick, and 2 crop sticks. Pumpkin goes there, melon goes there, and we need a watering can. I was expecting it to go really slow. So this is melons. There's a 50% chance, so this could take a few attempts. Come on, iron. Come on, iron. Are you iron? Yes. We have it. And always analyze all the seeds. After iron, we're going to need lapis. And for that, we're going to need the iron seed and the potato. In order to get a potato seed, you just need to plant a potato in a crop stick and then just break it. You will get the seed. So I'm guessing you guys get the gist. In order to make lapis, we're going to need lapis ore and then dirt. And since we need to plant iron, we need an iron block down there. And as usual, we wait. Is this lapis? Yes! We have lapis, we have iron, we make redstone. And if we mix redstone with iron, we will get gold. And if we mix it with carrots, we will get burning spores. And if we mix those two, we will get diamonds. I was trying to get gold seeds and then I ran into a problem with redstone because it was not growing and apparently it requires light. So if you are also sometimes confused and you don't know what you're doing wrong, you should make a journal. And if you analyze it, it will tell you what it's going to need. It needs a brightness of more than 10. We have the burning spores, we have the gold, and we can make the diamond. And the burning spores actually give you glowstone, just in case. So gold, glowstone, and diamond in the center. Actually, with glowstone you need soul sand. And we shall have patience. A lot of patience. It's been a while. So, how's life? My life is not the best. I hate it right now. Oh, we have it. No, I'm fine. So now we need to 10-10-10 this guy. And I think this row should be enough. Our colony is under attack. Super Lush to the rescue. Oh, there's a ghost. So in this mod pack you actually have to grow the crops by having at least 2 parents, otherwise they will not mutate. So that means unlike Project Ozone, I cannot do it in a straight line, because they will only have 1 parent. The greenhouse glass has literally no effect. I know it's nighttime, but you know, during the day it was not working. 10-10-10? Yes! We have it. We cannot mutate it like this, but at least we can duplicate it. Although greenhouse glass did not work, there are different ways in order to accelerate the growth of plants. So for instance, we can use an agri-carnation from Botania, or the lamp of growth from Tomcraft. There's also a lens from Astro Sorcery, and we can try different methods. We will see. But this is the start. We have 80 10-10-10 seeds. Let us see the result. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it horrible? Well, the harvester is amazing, the growth rate is not the best. But as I have said, there are a lot of ways to increase the growth of plants, including sprinklers. So we will use them all. Most of them, not all of them. But I'm guessing those are the things that we have to look into next episode, because some of them require a huge infrastructure. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye. Do you guys want to know a small secret? Why did I start this channel? Why did I start making videos? Because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a gamer. I'm gonna tell you anyway. The reason is exactly what I did in the last clip. That we're gonna finish this next episode. It's a cliffhanger and I hate them. Cause personally, when someone starts a project, I think they should finish it on that episode. Unless it's a super huge project and you can't finish it completely, which is understandable. But generally, if it's a very stupid and small project, you should finish it so that the audience would know that did it work, did it not work, was it a garbage idea or not. So I finished it. Almost. And I would like to mention this is not the most efficient setup, and also the facade itself is not complete, but function wise it does work. Out of the methods of growing plants, we are using 3 of them. We have a mana pool, agri-carnations from Botania which will accelerate growth, we have sprinklers, and we have a fertilizer from industrial foregoing. And this is the speed that we're growing the plants. It is not a hyper-efficient method of generating resources, but we just got a coin. Oh my goodness, they don't let me finish one sentence. We're under attack. Super Lash to the rescue. The ghost is gone. Okay, we're fine. Anyhow, this is not the best method of generating the coins because it requires a lot of infrastructure, it requires a lot of tweaking, and it's not very fast. You can outmatch this with a single redstone crop, which you just plant it here and I don't know, you use growth accelerating crystals from bedrock to here and it will grow super fast. But this is fun. I like it. And we have 4 coins. Since we are rich, let's buy another loot chest. Why not? What do you give me? Demonic shard. That's garbage. I have to smelt it down. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye again.